talk about the ER and IR verbs. Now, we're still just talking about regular verbs, okay? We'll get into irregular verbs. I think next week is when we will start talking about them. But first of all, let's refresh our memory about AR verbs. What is the ending for the yo form? Con acento or no?
Yes.
Yes, with an accent. To form? Ste. Has te. Él, ella, usted. Oh, con acento? Sí. Nosotros? And ellos, ellas, ustedes? Aaron, good. All right, ER and IR verbs are very, very similar when they're just regular verbs. The yo form is, instead of it's E with an accent. Okay? It's an ER and IR verb, so it kind of makes sense, right? Okay? To form is iste. To is te. Él, ella, usted still has an O. But to make it different from ARs, we stuck an I with it. Yo. Yo. All right, well, we're fixing to move to the other side of the square. Okay, what do you think the nosotros would be?
Probably
Emos. Yeah, emos. And then, don't worry about the nosotros. And then, ellos, ellas, ustedes, hieron. Hieron. Now remember that conjugation in ER and IR verbs are exactly the same in any tense that you use. They are exactly the same. Okay? All right. So, remember this. There are accents in two forms. In the yo form and in the él, ella, usted. Those are the only times you have accents in regular preterite tense verbs. And the nosotros form in all of these verbs, ARs and IRs, is exactly the same in the present tense and in the preterito, preterite. But is it the same for ER verbs in the present tense and the preterito? What do you think? How do you say we eat? The verb is comer. How do you say comer in nosotros in present tense? Comemos with an E. How do you say it in the preterite tense? We ate. Comimos. That's the only change. No, it's a different vowel. ER verbs in present tense, it's EMOS. ER verbs in preterite are IMOS. Okay, that's the only difference. Okay, so let's look at these. AR verb, tomar. What's the yo form of tomar in the preterito, Noah? Tome. Austin, you ate. The verb is tomar. Or, I'm sorry, you drank. Tomar. Tomaste. Good. She drank. Ben. No, that would be they. Tomaron would be they. What about she? Tomo. Tomo. Okay, here we go. Tome, tomaste, tomó, tomamos, and tomaron. Those are the AR verbs. Okay. Hablar. I spoke. Courtney. Hablé. We spoke. I'm sorry, not we. You spoke. Nate? You spoke? Two? Hablaste. Two has te. She spoke. Dean? Habló. We spoke. Alistair?
Hablamos.
Hablamos. They spoke. Ryan? Hablaron. Hablaron. Good.
Yeah.
Trabajar. I worked. Caitlin. Trabajé. You worked. Ethan.
Trabajaste.
Trabajaste. Good. She worked. Sadie. Trabajó. We worked. Lane. Trabajamos. They worked. Ashley. Look at you. Trabajaron. Good. Trabajaron. All right. I ate. We're switching to ER and IR verbs. I ate. Cameron? Comí. You ate. Hunter? Comiste. Good.
Punch it out.
Good job. Emily? She ate. Comió. Good. I need to differentiate. I need to say which Emily. Okay. Other Emily. Emily Barkel. We ate. Comimos. Good. And they ate. Stephanie? Comieron. Yeah, perfect. Comieron. Okay, let's do another one. Volver. Now, in present tense, this is a stem changing verb. But in preterite tense, it is not. Okay? So, I returned. Verb is volver. Rachel. Volví. You returned, Cameron. Volviste. He returned. Noah. Volvió. We returned, Garrett. Volvimos. Volvimos. It's an ER verb. And they returned. Jimmy. Volvieron. Good. Okay, another one. Abrir. What is abrir? To open. Dylan, I opened. Abri. Ben, you opened. Abriste. Andrew, she opened. Abrió. Jake, we opened. Abrimos. And Amanda, they opened. Abrieron. Abrieron. Good. It's going to take a while to wrap our tongues around this, but we'll get there. All right, here's another one. Escribir, to write. Lane, I wrote. Escribí. Jimmy, you wrote.
Escribiste.
Escribiste. Riley, he wrote. Escribió. Ethan, we wrote. Escribimos. And Stephanie, they wrote. Escribieron. Good. You got the pronunciation right this time. There you go. All right, and we're going to stop it here for today because we're going to talk about irregulars next week. We're going to start with those.
Oh, what would I know?
Actually,